Yo, what's up guys? You got pokeaim here, coach of the Bronx Beartics with my week 6 battle of the WBE. Now, of course, this is the team breakdown. After will be the battle uploaded. And Tyler has a pretty threatening team. Offensively, Mega Beedrill, Celesteela, Tyrantrum, Greninja, Torrent Greninja though. All very much massive threats. I want to give a big shout out to my boy Gypsy for working with me on the team as well, as usual. Giving insight and things like that. It's invaluable. But anyway, Mega Beedrill is a giant threat. I mean, it always is. Especially in this case, it can run Adamant versus me, so it's even stronger than usual. So the game plan in this team, and I'm going to just tell you the full game plan before we actually break down the team, but basically chip away at things with... Why is Chip back chilling in the call? Chip away at things with Rocky Helmet Pex, maybe Baneful Bunker Poison, throw in Volcarona early to try and weaken stuff, and then end game with my Kabutops. Now, that's like the loose game plan before I even see team preview. This is just what we made or what we thought about before going into it. But I have Rocky Helmet Toxapex, physically defensive. That way I can sponge hits from even Banded Tyrantrum and Banded Emboar. So not only would they take Rocky Helmet recoil, but I do have the Baneful Bunker to make them take poison as well. And depending on what move they go for example, Emboar, if it goes for Banded Wild Charge, I'll live it, get poison, take that Rocky Helmet, and then I'll be able to either switch accordingly to something like my Crocodile to obviously be immune to it, or and in the same case, if Tyrantrum ends up doing it, it takes Rocky Helmet, it'll take poison, and then I can go out into my Bronzong, which is Eevee, to take 2 Choice Band head smashes from Tyrantrum. So we have knockoff there. Knockoff Blitzclaw basically is pretty free versus my opponent's team. Getting rid of Gligar's a Violite, getting rid of Celesteela's item or leftovers. It could be Z Celesteela too, but helping me do that. And it's primarily physically defensive just because of the fact that he has Beedrill, Emboar, and Tyrantrum. So Beedrill, I get a little bit of chip as well with Rocky Helmet, which is pretty good. Tithe Taker, my Crocodile, is next. We're running Choice Scarf. We outspeed Rotom Mow, and it's basically just a standard Choice Scarf Crocodile. 44 defense is just to help sponge -1 Tyrantrum hits a little bit better. But knockoff and Earthquake is what's going to be basically used. Obviously, knocking off Gligar's a Violet's really good. Knocking off an item on Celesteela. Earthquake, KOing the Beedrill. Also, if Beedrill is, at about half, I can Pursuit it for a guaranteed KO, or if I need Pursuit just for chip. And then Crunch is just spammable in case I've already knocked off. It is pretty spammable. I could actually use potentially Moxie in this game, but obviously Intimidate is probably a little bit better when they have mons like Tyrantrum running around. It's also a Ghost Resist for the team. Johnny, another time we are whipping out the Adamant Mega Gallade. Enough speed for Rotom, but we are Adamant, Swords Dance, Close Combat, Ice Punch, and Knockoff. This thing breaks through an entire team. +2 CC can knock out a physically defensive Celesteela. That's how strong this Pokemon is, depending on rolls, of course. But Ice Punch is there for Gligar, and then we have Knockoff for Clefairies, and then just, in general, a very spammable move versus my opponent. It also just takes hits from basically everything on my opponent's team. At least once. And things that it doesn't take hits from, it's faster than. So like a Banded Emboar's Flare Blitz, for instance. Benalia, my Bronzong, is next. We have enough physical defense, again, to take Choice Band, Head Smash, 2 of them. Stealth Rock, Gyro Ball, and Toxic. Obviously, Gligar does wall us, but I'm pretty sure my Toxapex can beat Gligar 1v1, just because I am physically defensive. The rest was put into Spadef to help sponge hits better from Gardevoir if need be, or maybe even Rotom Mow, especially because that's something that will Volt Switch and Leaf Storm hits my team for a little bit of damage. Definitely a threat. I definitely want to get up rocks early too, because it's going to make a difference in beating down the Beedrill. My last move is Rain Dance to better support my last Pokemon. We'll actually skip over to that, but that's Choice Band Kabutops. Law is really good in this game. Enough speed for Emboar. Aqua Jet can KO Beedrill after Rocky Helmet damage, which is amazing. And then, Liquidation is basically free. Stone Edge is also really free versus my opponent. As you can see, they have no rock resist, but I'm not going to, bank off a Stone Edge thing. But basically, I have Rain Dance to support this thing, but it doesn't necessarily need it. Aqua Jet's really good in this game, and just clicking Choice Band Liquidation is also super good. I have Rapids in support for Volcarona, though I don't know how much I'll be clicking it. And Superpower is good because it gives me a move that's really good versus Greninja, but just good neutral versus Pokemon like Emboar. Obviously super effective on Tyrantrum and also hitting Rotom Mow. But that's Kabutops. And last but not least, we do have a Buggy MZ, a little bit of a bulkier Volcarona. Helps deal with Celesteela. Obviously, Air Slash and Z-Fly are 2 things my opponent could run. But Toxapex, between Knockoff, I'll be able to see if it's Z-Move, and Scald, I should be okay in that regard. The defense and HP allows me to take an Adamant Mega Beedrill's Poison Jab plus a Poison if he ends up getting it. So I'll live that guaranteed at full. even a turn of poison, I can get some damage. And a Savage Spin Out allows me to KO Tyrantrum. I'm faster than Rotom. And basically, this thing also lures in things like maybe potentially AV Tyrantrum, AV Emboar. Just stuff that I need to weaken for an endgame Kabutops. Like, Kabutops will knock out Emboar, obviously, with the Liquidation, but it cannot knock out Tyrantrum from full with Liquidation. So I get a little bit of chip on that, too. And Roost is just for longevity. This thing could potentially come in on Gligar after I knocked it off. Come in on Clefairy if it doesn't matter. And, you know, Celesteela depending. Obviously, Flame Body's also good to potentially punish U-turns from my opponent. But yeah. That is the team. Let us get right into the battle, guys. Alright, guys. So sorry for the delay in this battle. Tyler basically had a wedding to go to, and we were planned... Oh, there's like construction work being done outside or something. But we had planned to battle that Wednesday, but then his work got in the way, and then he had to go for the wedding, and then now we're playing on Monday, so this will go up Tuesday. Anyway, Mega Beedrill, Rotom Mow, Celesteela, Gligar, Gardevoir, and Greninja. Let me write this down and then figure out my game plan. It's Torrent Greninja, by the way. Let me write that down too so I don't remember, so I don't forget. Torrent. No Tyrantrum, no Emboar. Ooh. Beedrill. He did bring his 2 water resists, but Kabutops is still good in the end game. Rotom Mow. Celesteela, Gligar, and Gardevoir. Alright, how do I want to win this? Volcarona wins. Okay, Volcarona wins. Yeah, that's going to be my... I think knocking Gligar and then going for a Volcarona sweep is the most likely. In terms of leads, though, I feel like my Ajani does the best, and I can always pivot into my Toxapex on the Beedrill if need be. So we're going to go with that. Yeah, we're going to go towards an endgame. We're just going to start knocking items here, and then go towards the endgame of a Volcarona sweep, potentially, because I can Rapid Spin on my opponent. Also, in general, my Kabutops in the late game can be really good, too. Whoops, wrong one. Alright, have fun, Tyler. Mega Beedrill. Yeah, knockoff is just really good in general here. I like a Johnny too because, like, I mean, he can lead off a Rotom, but I can use it to pressure Rotom as well. He does lead off a Rotom, yeah. So my I don't want to get Will-O-Wisp here. I do want potentially Rocks up, but I can also see him just U-turning into Volt switching into Greninja. Now my Bronzong is important for checking Gardevoir, but it's not so important that I don't lose to Gardevoir. I have Aqua Jet, I have faster Pokemon, I have Volcarona which can set up on it. We're going to go out into my my Bronzong here and just try and set up rocks. I can see him Will-O-Wisping. He might just Volt Switch. I just want to calc the damage real quick immediately. Bronzong, Rotom Mow. Offensive support. Volt Switch will be doing... Why am I level 100? I should be level 50. Volt Switch will be doing 24 to 25%, so 42 to 49. Let's write down. Thunderbolts. Okay, T-Bolt. 174 to 126. Unfortunately, I get paralyzed. So that should be 48. That's not that much invest. I did that wrong. 174 to 120, 26, right? So I don't think that's max invested. Yeah, that's not max invested. That's like bulky Rotom. All right, so we'll go for rocks here. If he wants to go out Gligar, that's fine too. As he goes for another Thunderbolt. Yeah, that's a really bulky it's not that bulky. I mean, he may defog, but I would love to get a Toxic off on this thing, because again, I set up on it with Volcarona. I do need to be careful about... My Beedrill lives, my Volcarona lives Beedrill's Poison Jab, so you gotta be careful, I guess, about this thing. We're gonna Toxic here. As he goes for defog, that's fine. Provided I break through, that'd be great. I feel like I got paralyzed, yep. Defog. Alright, nice. Okay, so unfortunately that para is really like biting me right here. I do want to get a Toxic off on this Mon, that way my Toxapex can beat it too. So it's very crucial that I get this Toxic off. Alright. We managed to land. Awesome. Okay. So I got a Toxic off on Rotom. Perfect. Toxic. With the, he might just try and spam Thunderbolt versus me too. Maybe I shouldn't. I can't go for the Rain Dance endgame, but I can still like Kabutops is still really good because Beedrill dies to Aqua Jet from after Rocks. So I'm gonna go for Rocks again. Again, that pair kind of sucks because he wouldn't be able to do this to me. Dude, are you kidding? So I get no Rocks in this game, which is absolutely amazing. Leftovers. It's leftovers. Leftovers Rotom. So part of me wants to risk my Crocodile, but it's too it's too necessary in the end game as well. Yes, that para really hurt. Volcarona knocks this out though in one hit. I really wanted Rocks up in this game. Playing for online tour. Can't talk right now. Yeah. Wi-Fi battle. Sorry. Oh, someone hit me up. I'm trying to think. Do I risk my Crocodile? No. It's not worth the risk. I can't. Like, this sucks. Like, this is a really bad start. Okay, he Volt Switch. That won't knock me out. Nice. Please. Please. So, I mean, his last move was more likely Leaf Storm. Alright, so we know he has the momentum. I have the Toxic on him. He's at about 80-something%. He is going to manage to get in his Beedrill here. I do manage to get on my Stealth Rod. Beautiful. Alright. Cool. So I get a Brox, which is amazing. Like, that's like the best turn I could ask for. The fact that he's at also like 80-something%, 80-ish%. Rocks up. My Volcarona is still threatening. I don't want to go Toxic and have him knock off because I want... Actually, if he knocks off, it's fine. Because he could just U-turn, and I do want Chip on him. But yeah, he can knock off as well. So we're just going to go for Gyro Ball here. I'll allow him to knock me out. Ideally, he does go for the U-turn, though. And it goes back out on Rotom, and that will allow me to get in my my Volcarona. He could also go for Fell Stinger. Yeah, he does go for U-turn. Great. So I got my Rocks up. Awesome. That's what I wanted. Like, obviously, if I wasn't paralyzed, I would be able to get a few more turns of Toxic and still get up Rocks. But the fact that Rocks are up at least now helps me out because that allows me to go into Volcarona. If he goes Gligar, I can SD up. I can literally SD up with my Gallade, unless he's Noah Violet, and then I can do some work with that. Yeah, it does go Gligar. All right, so we get Rocks Chip off on Gligar. I don't know if this is Defog himself, considering... I don't think this is Defog, all things considered. But we're going to get in my Gallade here. Because my Gallade messes this thing up. Gallade. Gligar. I think he'd have Rock Slide, Stealth Rock, Roost. And he doesn't... Nothing comes in on +2 SD, so... I'm going to Mega Evolve and show this boy the benefits of peace. Unless it's literally no item acrobatics. Wing Attack will not kill me. And I'm adamant, so I will definitely be able to knock him out myself. I can see him going for Rocks or going for Wing Attack / Toxic. But because I am going for that endgame of Volcarona, knockoff was actually a little bit better there. So that was my bad. I should have knocked off. But he goes for Earthquake, so we're good. And nothing on his team takes, like, my Gallade's hit. So I am completely fine with that. Yo, I eat that up for breakfast. Alright, so we click Ice Punch here. Greninja's his best switching. I don't care about that. Beedrill will die. Celesteal dies to Ice Punch into that. Rotom will die. We just click that Ice Punch now. And it gives me Gligar. Perfect. This is going to die. This is an adamant Mega Gallade +2. Give me that. Beautiful. So Gligar's dead, which was also his rocker, which means I play a Volcarona without Rocks. EQ. If he wants to go Beedrill, he's forced to take Rocks, which I want. Obviously, Gardevoir can come out, which is Scarf, potentially. But I think if he goes Gardevoir, I literally set up and win the game. Like, I think I Quiver Dance in its face and I win the game. Unless it's like Akaberry Celesteela. Also, close combat's going to kill Celesteela if he goes out into it because I'm adamant. So I'm assuming he'd go Beedrill to revenge me with Poison Jab or Gardevoir. I don't think Greninja revenges me unless it goes for a Z move. I don't even think a Z move from Greninja will knock me out. Greninja, especially base Protean. Maybe Z Hydro. 77 and 92%. So it has to be like Z Hydro. But otherwise he'll go like Gardevoir. He does go Greninja. So Greninja can only knock me out if it's Z. I'm at 105 HP. Z Hydro Pump does 120 to that. Z, let's see, Dark Pulse. Z Dark Pulse can knock me out too. I don't like this position I'm in right now. I think but at the same time I want to say I let him Z, and then I try and win the game with my, I set up in front of him and win the game with my, he definitely brought this in for a reason, right? I think he's going to Z here. I'm going to go Toxapex. I have Aqua Jet to knock out Beedrill now, guarantee with Rocks up. He could U-turn here, I suppose. He does U-turn. All right, cool. Good play. Good play, good play. So U-turn. Maybe it's Scarf. I can see it being Scarf, potentially. I guess he could also bring out Gardevoir now if he wants to, because I don't actually deal with that super well. Yeah. I mean, I think I had to switch, though, because, like, in that position, I would not want to be in versus that Mon. Oh, you're not going to beat me, sir. You do not beat me. Though I'm gonna go route to Volcarona. I'm going route to Volcarona. That's it. Like, he Volt Switches, I keep up rocks. If he defogs, I get a kill. So, I'm going route to Volcarona. I'm risking it. Because another one that's really good is Scarf Earthquake from Crocodile. Unless he Thunderbolt Paras me. But yeah, he goes for defog. Okay, cool. So, we're going to be able to get rid of Rotom here. Yeah, I definitely think that's the best all-around play instead of letting me take too much damage. I could also Quiver, but is he Scarf Greninja? I think I lose nothing by clicking Bug Buzz. I'll Quiver Dance up on Beedrill if anything happens, but I think he's forced to sack here, yeah. Go ahead and give me that Rotom. Beautiful, Rotom goes down. That's his one of his Earthquake immunities. Obviously, Beedrill's still very threatening, but if it takes a little bit of Rocky Helmet Chip, I'm good too. Which I will force him to take. Now I can pursue it as well. Also, like, he doesn't know if I'm Scarf or not either. If he goes Celesteela, that's like a huge bait, right? What? Akaberry maybe? What is that? Why is this in? Z Air Slash? Acrobatics Akaberry? Air Slash. Modest. +1. That's not +1. Why'd I give it +1? Quiver Dance. If it's Akaberry, like Acro, I Quiver. I think I Quiver in his face. He thinks I have choice, I think. I'm really bulky Volcarona, so I'll take hits. If he goes for Acrobatics, that's the only thing that'll really hurt. But I think if he Z's, I live it, guaranteed. So he goes for Air Slash, which I tank. Like, I take that very easily. So I go for Quiver again. That way his Z move cannot knock me out. Also, that did 192 to 130. Let me get rid of the Z move here. 192 to 130. Which means that he's not max special attack. He could have a rock move on this thing too, but I mean, weakening this is so good for Crocodile clicking Earthquake. If he Z's right now, I don't believe I die. Actually, he can kill me if he Z's. But if he's like Assault Vest too, that's a little bit annoying as well. Like Rock Slide. I'm going to Quiver again. I think that's the play. If I get crit, it sucks. If he has Rock Slide, it sucks. But like Galay can still come through in close combat. Let's see if he Rock moves. He goes for Leech Seed. Alright, cool. So I'm at +2, so now I'm faster than Scarf Greninja and everything. And I literally get to click Flamethrower now. So it's a bulky variant of Celesteela. And he's not Assault Vest, because obviously he just went for that. I'm just going to Flamethrower. Yeah. It's Akka Berry. Okay, it is Akka. That did a lot, man. Air Slashes. Don't crit me. Thank you for not critting. Leech Seed, Air Slash, Akka Berry. I'm gonna Roost just in case he has Protect. Yep, nice. Okay, cool. So my Volcarona is back. It's unbreakable. It's ready. Like Volk was something I could also see winning as long as I got rid of Gligar, which I did. I managed to knock it. And by knock it, I mean knock it out. But yeah, bulky Volcarona is really good in this. I don't even think he can go Greninja on me because, I mean, I'm still Z. Which I'm going to save for Gardevoir. But I Flamethrower here. I think, yeah, he sacks it. Alright, cool. So Earthquake also can open up the door too. So we get rid of Celesteela here. Yep, nice. Volcarona. Celesteela goes down to Volk. Rotom goes down to Volk. Gligar went down to Gallade. Beedrill will go down, and I can Z the Gardevoir. Now, Gardevoir could be Assault Vest and actually tank it, I think. I still have Kabutops in the back as well. If Gardevoir tanks it, first off, I Earthquake spam. But secondly, I have Kabutops in the back. So yeah, Roost, Volcarona. I thought bulkier made a little bit more sense because it pivots into Celesteela, as long as Celesteela doesn't have a rock move. I get right here Air Slash though, because Air Slash obviously hits my Gallade as well as Volcarona. Luckily, no rock move, by the way. Although, also, it's another game where people are unable to set up Stealth Rock versus me because I bring in the threats. I mean, he could have, I guess. He traced my flame body. Unless this is like Sash. Which I guess it could be, but even if it is, I Earthquake spam. And then Beedrill loses to Scarf Crook. But if not, I think Volcarona is going to get every kill. Because this should definitely KO Gardevoir. Unless it is, like I said, AV or like Spadef. Because I have 28 special attack investment, so it's not much. I think Akka Berry was, or Oka, whatever, was good tech. But it needed maybe a rock move. But then again, you guys saw what happened when other rock moves were used versus me. My gosh, I can't get over. I cannot get over how savage that move is, man. Legit. I cannot. Alright, so Gardevoir goes down to Volk. Beedrill's going to come out. I'm just going to be able to knock that thing out with Flamethrower. Flamethrower's going to knock you out. And then Greninja goes down to Bug Buzz. And it's looking like my opponent is not like Water Shuriken or anything, so that should be it. I think the only thing Tyler could have done differently was predict my made up a roost and go for a crit that one turn that I roosted. A big Volcarona coming through. I think this puts Volcarona back on kill leader thing too. Just cool. That's 5 KOs for Volk. Volk dies to you. And Greninja should die to Volk as well. So wrap. But yeah, like when I saw his team, I just knew either weaken or get rid of the Eviolite or get rid of literally Gligar. and Volcarona had a good day. And I made it bulky enough to guarantee take an adamant poison jab from Beedrill plus poison if he gets lucky. Nice. All right, big Volcarona. Volcarona's all the butt. Ooh, that's a nice. Volcarona's all the butt. How many times I've used Volcarona in a thumbnail for this? All right, but good game with Tyler. I'll see if Tyler wants to end up getting in a call for an interview or anything. But I know he's literally working at home right now. We just took this little time period to actually get this done. But if he does, that'd be great. If not, thank you everybody for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed. I'll see you guys in a bit. But if not, goodbye, friends. All right, guys. So Tyler had some time for the interview. So first off, thank you for the battle. I'm like, dude, I was telling them that I think you had a good matchup versus me in terms of like certain Pokemon. So well, maybe I didn't tell them. Maybe I was just thinking this, but I was like, I'd rather lose. I was thinking about telling them. Maybe I don't know if I told them. But I was like, I'd rather lose a game to you than not play a game for the WBE. You get me?
Yeah,
like,
man.
Like, and then I also rather play you and lose than you forfeit and I get a 3-0 by default. That's whack. Like. I want to keep playing.
I mean, I feel like in the scope of a week, you should be able to schedule out like a game. But like we all know, there's so much going on in each other's lives. Like you're planning a trip. Like I had a wedding. Like,
yeah, bro. I'm playing 2 games this week now because of this.
Man.
Gonna go to Guatemala like on Friday. I gotta get all my videos done. But I mean, I get it.
As long as it's not the Dominican Republic or Costa Rica, man.
that was my honeymoon. But I heard about it. But what's been going on? It's insane. But I mean, to be fair. I don't want to get too much into that, but like to be fair, you're allowed to drink all day and night, so people could go crazy, and that's what happens to them. Like,
yeah, that doesn't help. I know Costa Rica was just all like tainted alcohol too.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude. Like I'm sure it's fine in small doses, but like you said, those all inclusive.
Yeah, you literally
zero control
from morning to night. Like you're drinking. Of course, something's gonna happen to you. Like that's just it.
Like it would happen even if you weren't there.
Yeah, I'm saying. Like I mean, it's really sad what's been happening, but like certain things are just like some self-control. This is not what this is about, guys.
Nah, like this is an intervention for Joey. It's time.
Not for me. I'm good. Oh, I have to change my my team breakdown because I recorded it on Wednesday, and I was like, get my drop and Draco merch. It's not available anymore. Anyway, so you want to talk a little bit about your team, and then I'll talk about mine?
Yeah, sure thing, man. So, like I said, I really didn't have a lot of time to prep for this, so I just kind of pawned it off onto my front office. And they put together a really big, like a good team. I just think the biggest fear that everyone had was Goth. Yeah. Like, I had U-turn on 3 of my Pokemon, and then Volt Switch on the other. Like, my full fear was that you were going to run something crazy like Scarfed Goth and, like, just kind of, like, trap me and kill me on everything.
That's fair.
So my whole team was built around, like, potentially not dealing with that, getting momentum into Gardevoir on Goth to trace Shadow Tag and then lock it down.
Well, one thing, I mean, you might not know about this, but Shadow Tag actually can't trap Shadow Tag.
What?
Yeah. They made that because when they made Shadow Tag, you know, imagine a Wobbuffet and a Wobbuffet, like having this.
Yeah, I suppose it would just last forever.
Yeah. So I mean, that's something.
Ignoring the hell out of each other. I mean, it makes sense, but I think I gotta get some new people in my front office.
I mean, either way, this Gardevoir actually makes a lot of sense because if you got Shadow Tag, obviously I'd switch, but my initial response to this would probably be Volcarona. So you're calm minding plus encoring me into what I'm doing. Maybe Psyshock. Psyshock would have helped a little bit more, I think. That
I mean that was the plan 100% was when I brought in like Guard versus you, I knew even at +2 I would live a Flamethrower or a Bug Buzz with how I built, so I was ready to trap you into one or the other, and and then the other Pokemon that would come in, it would determine whether I brought in Greninja or if I brought in Mega Beedrill at the end there. Finish you off, and then there goes the Z-move dance, and I'm like, well, that's game, guys. Like, we had one chance to lock him into something and potentially finish this off in a positive way. But
I was talking about your Celesteela. I was like, okay, so I was a really bulky Volcarona. Basically, I made it so I take adamant poison jab from Beedrill, but I also take 1 turn of poison just in case you get the 30%. So like it was basically to just guarantee a kill no matter what, or like a last ditch effort type of thing. Like if you have this plus I don't know something slower like Gligar in the back weekend. So I tried to do that. I had like a banded Kabutops as well because Aqua Jet was like 87% to Beedrill. So it rocks or kills or without rocks or like And I had Rocky
Yeah,
Helmet
I
Toxic
figured you were
yeah.
running some sort of tough set on
Yeah.
your tops. If you weren't going to try for some swift swim plays, it was all priority and damage.
Yeah. So I had like Rain Dance on Bronze. Initially, I was gonna put like Weak Armor Kabutops, Banded too, but I was like, maybe Rain is a little bit safer because like your Rock Resist doesn't really exist on your team. So, but I couldn't bring myself to bring Stone Edge. Like, I was like, no way, no.
No, once I saw Flamethrower, I'm like, oh man, he's not taking any chances, man.
Yeah. Nah. Like even Flame, I like that over like Fiery Dance. Like it was just the extra initial damage is really good. But like maybe a Celesteela with, I guess Acrobatics could have been cool. Like I popped the Aqua and then you knocked me out with Acro.
Yeah, I mean that definitely would have been a better choice there.
Yeah, because like even a rock move, all Celesteela's rock moves miss. Besides, what does it get Smackdown? I feel like it gets Smackdown. It might, but no, it does. But all of them miss, so like it's not one of the best checks. When I lost Bronze on early, I was like, no.
Right, dude. I felt so bad when I got the para and then full para twice. Like I was like, oh man. And then I was just so pissed that I was like, come on, man. Like, Volt Switch high roll, like, kills this. I get to keep the momentum in my favor. He loses rocks.
And
he only
like,
poisoned 1 mon, and then you live on, like, 3 HP.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, yes. Yeah,
I get, all the momentum is gone, dude.
I get why you made that play, too.
Yeah. To get rid of these freaking rocks.
I get why you made that play, too, because, like, if you were able to get in Gren there, it would be like, okay, what do I do? Is he dig, or is he extra sensory, or is he Scarf? I can't go Crook. So, like, I definitely understand it, like, now that I'm thinking about it. Because if you're in with Rotom, I just get in Volcarona. Like,
yeah.
That's...
No, the plan 100% was just to get the hell out of there, kill him on, and then I have full momentum on my side.
I got that.
And you don't have rocks up, which I know was the one thing you wanted to do with Bronze on.
That's
like,
it.
I'm sure like, you either want to get rocks up or you want to Toxic something. And I was like, Joey got both, so he doesn't mind stacking it here.
Yeah.
And I could get just one more para and stop the rocks, man. That's why I went Beedrill. I'm like, I gotta at least get it mega'd if I'm gonna U-turn out and kill this thing before the rocks settle up.
No, Beedrill was fair because I could not switch. If I went Crook, excuse me, I would never go Crook. What the hell? If I went Toxapex, I'd lose my Rocky Helmet, which I wanted because it would help me. Like I could pivot that into Celesteela. I was like knock Toxapex with like Baneful Bunker. Basically, like if you bought like Banded Tyrantrum or Banded Embor, I was kind of scared. Or even like Assault Vest Tyrantrum, I guess.
Yeah, I thought about a AV Tyrantrum. That was something we were going to swap out for Celesteela. It just never got built. But I brought AV'd Tyrantrum my last, like, every match he's come, he's been AV'd.
Yeah,
so,
I remember
I
you fought
figured it was
Persephone.
predictable and you were prepped for it. So that's why I didn't make the switch.
Yeah, my game plan versus that was, that's why I was Z with 28 special attack. Basically, I go Pex, I get the Rocky Helmet, I Baneful Bunker, you take Poison as well, and then you're in range after rocks. Like, that's like
oh yeah, it's textbook,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Like you whittle away at the team, and then you can run from there.
Yeah,
I knew the Volk's super scary, man. Like I knew, like if you started Quiver dancing, like I didn't have much of a chance. So that's why I went for the Leech Seed instead of trying to just like triple air slash you there.
Yeah.
Because I figured I could protect and get some more like health back, and just kind of whittle away. Even if like you had to 2-hit things in the future, it would just keep chipping away.
Yeah,
and make the distinction between roosting or dying.
And then going, and it makes sense too. Like me going Gallade on Gligar was basically me saying, you either kill me or I'll kill you. Like you either get up rocks or I kill you, and you get no damage on me, so you lose 2 Pokemon to this or 3. Like that's. Yep. That's why I was like, I understand why.
I was like, I wonder if he has Ice Punch on there, and then I'm like, okay, he's gonna Swords Dance. I'd rather get the damage off.
Yeah, so Beedrill guaranteed kills or anything like that.
Get the guaranteed kill to put him in range later of a U-turn, and then like, bro, just the Ice Punch came out. I was like, oh no. So I knew it wasn't gonna work out in my favor, but it was still fun. I'm still like learning.
Yeah, I mean,
crazy how far we've come from the. You're like, oh, just say sleep powder from your Breloom like won't work in electric terrain on the first ever team you built for me.
Yeah. So we met at Hartford regionals, and because not that he was playing Pokemon, he just went with Dan, right?
It was before the marathon, so I wanted to kind of meet some people before I broke into the Pokemon community.
Yeah, it made sense. So I met Tyler, and after he decided to join a draft league, and so he had the most terrible matchup I've ever seen for his first game ever. So I was in call with it was me, it was CTC, it was CB, I think Chimpack was there too, and Envy might have been there. And we just spent like an hour building a team and making. I literally wrote down the game plan to Tyler too. Like I wrote down everything. So like basically the game was set before, and yeah, that was like our
dude,
first
it was
experience.
awful. It was a rain team versus Coco Lucha.
Yeah,
like.
yeah, it was really tough. It was really tough.
I'm like, talk about like a trial by fire to start into track.
Yeah, I think I gave you like Sash, Gardevoir or something. So and you have to like prioritize spinning as your lead with like Kabutops, and then
I didn't know like rocks would break a sash, so I just like brought it in and it just was done, dude.
Yeah, yeah. Like it was really like you literally had to like follow it by textbook, or else that was a loss. And but yeah, that was his first draft battle, and now it's been a little while since then. So Tyler's still
about a year and a half now, I think.
Boy's still playing at Mons, which is cool. No, my little, you know when you have shorts and they have the strings. For some reason, it came out. What was it doing?
The whole thing. What were you tugging at your pants for?
I was not. I was just sitting down.
Man, I'm making some good sets over
Nobody
here.
does that. Nobody does that when they're playing. Okay, I got it. I caught it. It was inside. But what the hell, man? What's going on? But yeah, no, it's awesome to see how you're getting better. And I definitely, like I said, okay, I guess I didn't tell them because I think I told them when I first did the recording, but then I threw out the recording because my team wasn't in my my party. So yeah, it's like I think you, Duncan, and A-Drive have like on paper one of the scarier matchups versus me offensively, which is really scary because a lot of my team is bulky pivots, right? So when you're hitting me hard with like Choice Band, Tyrantrum, Head Smashes, or Mega Beedrill is literally outspeeding my entire team and you turn around, it becomes a little bit scary. But it's cool to see, you playing with a different style as well, from the original Rain team that was given to you to this as well. But,
absolutely, man.
But yeah, I appreciate you coming out on the channel, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, appreciate you having me, man. Hopefully you enjoyed the match, and I'll catch you later, man.
Yeah, all right, guys, check out Tyler. His channel link will be down below. Check out the WBE channel, too. Y'all missing a lot of content on that channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends.